So exactly how much I make currently in 1 month. The total amount is 1,520 ringgit per month. Hey guys, my name is Kuan Wei. In this video, I'll be sharing about how I make money as a college student. And without wasting your time, I'll share with you that I make money through private tutoring. So this video is mainly about how you can get started and answering some of the questions that you might ask if you are considering starting your journey as a private tutor. So the first question might be like, how much can I earn, right? So it really depends on the number of students that you teach. You can typically earn around 300 to over 1,000 a month, and it is considered really high if you are taking a part-time job. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, there are timestamps in this video and you can look through to see which part you're interested in. But if you are really interested in starting to teach as a private tutor, I highly recommend you to watch everything because it will really benefit you. The first question is, what if I'm not old enough to teach? So I'll share this based on my experience. I managed to get my first tutoring job when I was 18 years old. So I realized that the parents that I'm dealing with don't really care about my age. I think what they care about is whether I can teach their children, their kids, and they understand what I'm teaching. So that's what it matters. So don't let your age determine who you can teach or whether you can teach. As long as you studied the subject before or you are really clear with what the subject is teaching about, I think it is okay to try applying and don't let your age stop you. The second question is, what if I'm not smart enough to teach? To be completely honest, my results in SPM definitely helped me in getting a job as a tutor. But I would say it is not compulsory, but the better your results, the more chances of you getting selected as a private tutor. So the main point is you don't have to teach every subject. In your secondary school or in your primary school, there must be certain subjects that you are better at. For example, you are good at mathematics and your other subjects are not really that good. So you can just focus in teaching mathematics. In your resume, you can put you get A+ or A in mathematics. So the parents will only look at the results that they are concerned about. If they want people to teach their kids mathematics, they only look at the results you get for mathematics. And it is okay to get average results and be a tutor. The third question is, what if I'm not qualified enough to teach? So my answer is yes, but it is just partly true. Because based on my experience, the parents only look at my SPM results and they don't require me to have a degree or other qualifications. So again, it boils down to whether you are able to help their children to get better results in exam. That's what matters the most. So if you have the ability to do that and the children also tell their parents that this tutor is really good in teaching, they understand what they are talking about, that is what all matters. But there are parents that really requires you to have qualifications like degree in maybe education, I'm not sure, but yeah, just apply to those that don't require. There are tons of jobs that don't require qualifications, and just apply to those and ignore those which requires you to have a degree. The fourth question is, how much can I expect to make per hour? So it depends on what age group that you are teaching. If you are teaching primary, of course your pay is going to be lower than secondary or degree level. So I'll show you a table and it shows roughly how much that you should charge on your students. But normally you apply, you will get the rates that the parents are willing to pay. They will already quote you a rate, so you don't have to offer them how much you should charge. But for some, you need to offer them yourself. So it depends on the website they are using or the platform that you are using. But here is a rough guideline on how much you should charge. For me, I charge from 5 mathematics 50 ringgit per hour, and for Form 1 subjects I charge 40 per hour, and that's how much I charge. So how much you should charge, you can decide yourself. So question number 5, how do I get my first job? I got my first job through an app called Tuition Hero Malaysia. You can download it through iOS or Play Store. I'm not promoting it, I'm just sharing based on what I used the first time. So you just put it, after you download it, you just put in all the information and you can start applying to the jobs. You just put your area, like where you stay. If you stay in Johor, you just put in Johor, then they'll list out all the tuitions available. Some areas the tuitions available are very less because less parents know about this application. So after I apply, they replied to me and I said okay. So how it works is I need to pay them the first month of tuition fee as their commission, and the month after that I can take all the tuition fees myself. So they earn their money through the first month commission that I need to pay. So that's how it works. And right now there are a lot of different websites that provide this service. You just type in private tutoring Malaysia, you can get a lot of websites. Then you can all of them register an account and see whether they have jobs available for you to apply for. Now I'll share a little bit about the advantages of private tutoring. The first thing is that the pay per hour is very high. If you go to normal part-time jobs, you are expecting around 7 to 8 ringgit per hour, which means you need to work a lot of time in order to earn a meaningful amount of salary that could maybe fund your living expenses. But if you work as a private tutor, you can expect to earn around 30 to 40 or even 50 ringgit per hour, which means you can work lesser time, but at the same time you can earn a meaningful amount of money to fund your living expenses. This part is about the disadvantages of private tutoring, but it is not like completely disadvantaged. You will understand as I explain. The first thing is transportation. So it is ideal if you have your own transportation. If you have a car, you can drive to the place yourself. But if you don't have, it is okay too, because when I was just getting started, I took Grab to go and come back from the tuition place. So net I still make money. For example, if I earn 600 plus, deducting the Grab, the transportation fees from Grab, I still earn around 400. So it is still possible to make money even you don't have a car. The second thing is that if you are thinking of doing online tutoring, it is more competitive because everyone can apply to that same job offering because there is no restrictions in location. So it is a little bit harder to do online tutoring. But if you have maybe a lot of followings or you know a lot of students, it is easier for you to get those kind of jobs because you have the connections. So it really depends on you. The third thing is that myself, I only teach in physical settings. So during MCO lockdown, like all of my jobs are being stopped temporarily, and all of my incomes are, basically I have no income during that time. So you have to be prepared on this period, and for me it is okay because I still have money to use during that time. And I don't encourage you to do this full time or anything. I'm just telling that as a student, this is a very good choice for you to earn an extra income as you are studying. So you might be thinking, how do I get started? So it's really simple. You just think of what subjects that you're more confident in teaching. Maybe in secondary school you are really good at science subjects, or you are really good at history. So you can apply to those subjects. Just create an account on those websites and you can start to look for jobs. You can also join those kind of Facebook groups where there will also be job offerings there. And there is also mobile apps like Tuition Hero Malaysia, which I shared just now. So exactly how much I make currently in 1 month. The total amount is 1,520 ringgit per month. Now the figure might differ a little bit because some of my students might cancel class and I might cancel class too, because sometimes I have assignments or I have final exams that I need to study for. So the actual figure might be lower, like 1,200 or 1,300. I teach 6 days a week. So basically I teach every day, and you don't have to teach so many days. If you just want around 600 a month, you can teach 2 days a week, and that is already enough for you to get around 500 to 600 a month. If you are still watching this, thank you so much for watching until now. So here's my advice for you. If you are really considering to start to teach as a private tutor, you should really go and try it, because you never know whether you really can become a private tutor unless you go and try. So when I was 18, I also think that nobody would want to hire me because I'm just a little kid that finished their SPM. But actually really got people want to hire me. So it is okay to like fail, like nobody reply you. I applied to like, I don't know, more than 50 job offerings before, and only like 1 or 2 or 3 reply to me, and that's totally fine. It just takes like 1 or 2 offerings for you to have a really good income during your period as a university student. And I don't recommend you to do this full time, because it is actually quite volatile, because like one lockdown or the parents don't like you, you can suddenly lose the job. That's why my advice is, as a student, it is very good for you to generate extra income, and because it doesn't take too much time and the pay is really good. It's really good from my perspective. So that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing my channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.